today we are going to be going through our most recent best and worst high-end foundations. Yay. Foundations can be really, really expensive, you guys. And if you spend a lot of money on one and you're like disappointed and you've already used it, I mean, you can't take it back all the time, so it's really disappointing.
And I have an obsession with foundations, so it's an expensive habit.
It's a very expensive habit, so hopefully if you are in the market for any of these foundations, we will watch this video and hopefully it'll make or break the deal for you because we want to save you guys money.
Yay! And then stay tuned to the end of the video for this awesome giveaway. It's an oil that you put on before your foundation. Ooh. That's all I'm going to say. So stay tuned to the end of the video. Ready?
Let's do it.
Yay. All right, let's start with Giorgio Armani. Giorgio Armani's Power Fabric is actually a newer foundation of theirs. They have the older one, which I've tried and I didn't like because it's more
a cult favorite. So
yeah, the silk it's called Silk Foundation. I didn't like it because I have large pores, and if you have large pores, it actually makes your pores look larger. Yeah. So someone like Kim Kardashian, it looks good on because she has no pores, and that's her favorite foundation. But when they came out with the Power Fabric, I was like, oh, it's matte. I need to try this.
And I used Nora's and I kept it on all day long. I'm actually wearing it again today, so every time she has it, I borrow it from her.
I've run out!
You guys, this one is really, really amazing. I am super impressed with Giorgio Armani. Like, it really does live up to its name. I feel like it gives you that, like, flawless, velvety finish.
That's what it is. It's a velvety finish.
And it reminds me a lot of my Chanel one, which I'll tell you guys more about, too.
And it retails for $64, so it's definitely high-end.
Yeah. The next one is going to be the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, and I have a feeling that we're going to have different opinions about this one.
So I love the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. The reason I love it is it's full coverage. So, but lately it's too full coverage. What I do is I actually put it only around my forehead. I kind of use it as a color corrector. I use it on my forehead and just right here. I haven't been using it around my cheeks or anywhere else, like my nose and all of that, because it's too heavy and it makes me look cakey, which I don't like. This one is actually on the lower end of everything. It retails for $35. But if you like heavy coverage, this is definitely it. It's not buildable. It's just heavy.
It is so heavy that when I used it, I felt like I had a giant cake on my face. Yeah. So if you have things, again, like Nora said, like if you're covering melasma, if you have like something that really needs the heavy coverage, or you need something to cover, then I feel like maybe it'll work for you, but it's definitely not an everyday foundation. Yeah. The next one is actually, I would say, probably my all-time favorite foundation, and it's the Chanel Velvet one. And what I love about this is not only does it have an SPF 15 in it, you can put it on with your hand. So the application, it actually does tell you you're supposed to shake it really well and apply it with your fingertips. It blends into your skin and it really does give you that like velvet smooth matte look. And I have oily skin, and this will literally keep me oil free all day long, which is so hard to do. And it'll keep me oil free without a primer too, which is what I love about it.
I've used this a few times. I've stolen it from Ani and used it. It's a good product. For me, it wasn't for me only because it was too light coverage for me. So I felt like I wasn't really wearing any makeup. Like I need a little like next level.
Yeah, if you like your coverage a little bit on the light to medium side, then it's a really good one for you. And it's also $50. And even though it looks small, it actually does last me a really long time.
Yeah, it does. It was more like a BB cream for me.
Going from like super coverage to like light coverage.
Yeah.
This next one is one that both Nora and I individually have and tried, and it's the Marc Jacobs one. And this one retails for $55. Nora got this first, and then I tried it and I was like, oh my god, I love this. And I immediately went out and bought it, which I now regret because I feel like overall, it's not a good foundation for all-day wear. It starts to kind of like sag on your skin a little bit, and towards the end of the day, you don't look that great. Another thing I don't like about it is the application process. It's not really a wand, it's just kind of like a ball, like a metal ball, I would say, or a glass ball, and you have to apply the foundation in a different way.
It's really weird. When I got this as well, I was obsessed with it. Like I used it like nonstop. Yeah, nonstop. And then again on camera, it looks really good. It is on a full coverage side of things. But then like in person, like you said, it starts looking weird after a few hours. So I stopped using it a while ago as well. Yeah. So on the super pricey end of things.
This is like you need like a second job to get this foundation.
What's funny is when I bought the Giorgio Armani one, I thought it was like the most expensive foundation in the world because I paid $64 for it. It is really expensive. And then I'm like, man, I really need to try this La Mer one. So
we heard such great things about it.
Exactly. So this just goes to show you, you shouldn't really listen to every single person on the internet because they're probably getting paid for it.
Yeah.
I went out and bought the La Mer Foundation. It's $110.
You guys, $110. That's more than 2 of the Chanels.
I know, and I'm obsessed with foundations. Like I mentioned, I like to buy different ones every time. I really don't have a loyalty to one.
Yeah.
Because I like to try new things every single time. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm gonna find another one that I really like. So that's why I went out and bought this. I've been using it for maybe 2 weeks now, and at first it's great coverage. It's light to medium, and then it's buildable, they say.
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't like about it that I told you, and when you used it, you noticed as well, is after about 4 or 5 hours, it kind of like melts away.
It literally starts to slowly fade away throughout the day. And if I'm spending $110,
that shit better be glue.
I better look like a flawless goddess all day long. I'm telling you, not just for an hour or 2.
So it literally looks like you have no makeup on after a few hours. I'll only have like crazy eye makeup on and like no foundation.
On one hand, it's disappointing because it is La Mer and I love La Mer products.
I love La Mer products.
Oh my god, they have like the most amazing skincare. On the other hand, I'm really excited that it's not that great because now I'm going to be addicted to a $110 foundation.
I was a sucker that I went and paid the $110
so
for it.
A little happy.
She's all like, let me know what you think about the La Mer. I'm like, oh. It's taken me about like 6 months to buy it though because
I know, it's so expensive.
It's so expensive, and I'm like, do I really want to do it? Do I not? But I did it for you guys, and a lot of you asked for it. But yeah. So I'm definitely not going to get a second bottle off this. That's what I could say.
And you guys, don't necessarily take our word for the ones that we love too. If you want to try it, go to like Nordstrom or a department store. Ask them for those little samples that they can put in the thing. Try it out before you spend your money on it.
Exactly. Before you invest $50, $60 in a foundation, definitely ask for a sample because... Again, Ani might like this, I might not. So every time she says something, I'm like, oh, let me try it before I go and buy it. So that's what we do with our foundations.
And then also just let us spend the money so you don't have to.
Basically. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. As far as our giveaway, it's the MAC product. MAC Prep and Prime, you guys. It's an essential, it's basically an oil you put on your skin before applying your foundation to get like that smooth, flawless look. And if you have any other suggestions for videos, we love getting suggestions. This was actually a suggestion from you guys.
You guys have to leave a comment in order to win the giveaway. So leave a suggestion for a video you guys want us to do.
Yes, and we will see you next time. And don't forget, you have to be subscribed to our channel to win. So click on Ani's and my face. See you guys next time.
Bye.